Hey everybody, you might have noticed a little disclaimer before this video started. I fucked up! Yay! Wait, I can't say fucked in the first minute of the video because we're gonna get demonetized, so I'm gonna have to...
No, we're gonna get demonetized regardless because of the music.
Yeah, you cannot play this game without getting a copyright strike. Like, it's impossible. All this music is like super copyrighted. But yeah, anyways, last time we did this, I forgot to record the video. So, we still have the audio, but it wouldn't make sense during gameplay. But like, after the results screen comes on screen, I guess, and we talked about that, there will be like a cut to our afterthoughts, because we recorded that and we still have the audio, and it was just a still screen actually, so that will be the original audio, but we're recording this part again, so because I was an idiot. So
the best part of it too is that like you always say that you're going to, like, when you click record in OBS, and the last time we did this you didn't say it, so in my head I'm just like, I should probably remind Glenn to do that, but I'm like, he probably clicked it and just didn't say anything.
Yep. It's such typical Let's Play recording bullshit. This happens to the best people, the best Let's Players in the world. Like, it just happens.
And we are the best, so...
And we are the best.
So if you haven't figured out yet, we are literally at the end of the game. Travis is holding a AK-47, and he's ready to rock and roll. I like how he's just like calmly walking through these hallways with an AK-47 while like just calming piano music is playing in the background.
Yeah. The gurney has been used recently. It's stained with soot and blood.
You know what this game was really missing as a weapon?
As a weapon?
Molotovs.
Nah, that's fine. I think this is cutscene if I remember correctly.
Yep.
This is the last one.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you gotta do the puzzle.
Yeah, I now I actually remember how to do it.
I was gonna say, do you remember the puzzle?
Yeah. So this is like the process, the biohazard thing, and the
millipede.
Centipede, or yeah. Wait, how do I pick it again? Let's see. This is trying to see which one it is. I think it's this one actually. No.
No, it's the third one, I think.
Yeah, probably. Okay, and then it's... no, that's the wrong button. It's like this.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. And this is Biohazard, Squiggly Goo, and Centipede.
Biohazard was a good movie. Probably one of the better Resident Evils.
Which one is that? Wait, which one? Now I'm... no, doesn't. Well, this has a squiggly goo. Does it have? I think it's this one. Oh, nothing like that. Yeah. Yeah, that looks good. All right. Whoops. Yeah. Okay. Turn. So squiggly goo, biohazard, and. Yeah, that's
Biohazard was the game. That was
yeah, Resident Evil is Biohazard, yeah. This, and... Yeah. Wait, this? No, it's this one, yeah. Yep, looks good. So, last one. There we go.
Puzzle Master.
You're here? Wait!
Wait. I just love how, like, urgent the voice acting is in this game.
Urgent?
Yeah, like, Travis there was like, the little girl was walking through the door, and Travis is just like, instead of being like, whoa, wait! You know, he's just like, wait! While laying on the floor like an idiot.
Yeah. Stand on the door? Okay. I literally played this like 2 weeks ago, and I already forgot where to go exactly. Where's... Did I just come from here?
I think this is where we just came from, yeah.
Good job, me. So it's just this way. Alright.
The hallway of victory.
Yeah, the hallway of flashlight not working.
Story of our life in this game.
There we go. Now the light is back. So I think I said that last time, but like, we could have done this with the last episode, but I thought it was like a lot longer, but this is like a few minutes.
Literally at the end of the game.
Yeah. Oh. Wait. Keep going back in where I was. I'm getting turned around.
Save point, boys.
Nice screenshot off a wall.
Jesus.
That was pretty dumb. Alright.
What have you done? You broke the spell. Now, she is free.
I just want to end this. I thought that's what she wanted too. I want out. Can you help me?
You want out? Ha ha! Far too late for that. Even with your misguided help, she can't stop us now. The ceremony begins soon. Finally, she will birth God! Here she comes. Look upon what you have wrought!
Alright. Now if I can remember where I found all the items. Like this one that he doesn't want to pick up for some reason.
Ooh, yeah, shovel. Shovel Knight.
Which we are not gonna use anyways.
Time to jump on some chivalry.
How do you zoom out again? There we go. Yeah, I think I went left and then I got some items there.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, one thing I can say, my apologies for my controller, because now I'm while we are recording this, I'm editing the episodes. The clicking is horrible.
I can't hear it.
Well, yeah, it is. It picks it up so well, the Yeti, but this controller is just like super clicky. And I haven't tried to use another controller yet, but for the next game, if I have to play something with a controller, make sure it's a better thing. Or maybe there's a good way for me to like mask the controller, I don't know.
Oh, do you have a noise gate in OBS?
Well, it's not in OBS, it's just in Audacity, right? So in Audacity you can't put that on, so...
Yeah, no, I can't hear it at all. But I think you're using the DualShock 4 controller, aren't you?
No, I'm using the Xbox whatever controller.
Oh.
And it's like I've never in my life have I experienced such a clicky controller yet, sound-wise at least. Like
you should try the DS4 controller.
That's what I usually do, but there's so many issues just trying to plug and play that thing that I was like, I'll get an Xbox controller for my games on computer. But yeah, for recording purposes, it's not good.
The only controller I've ever had issue with connecting to the computer was the Wii U Pro or the Switch Pro controller.
That one I haven't even tried yet, but... Oh, whoops, that's not the... Oh no, what did I do?
Oh god!
Oh no.
Here comes the human centipedes.
Why are...
Oh, they're gonna get wrenched.
So what I wanted to do was use... Why do I keep going out? What happened to my buttons?
Power.
There we go,
Power
that's what
plus. 300 milligrams caffeine. Infinite grams of kick-ass.
Big boy. I think it was left. Or maybe not.
Oh, human centipede. Ooh, he's a spitter too.
Oh, it's just... Well, yeah, give me a lot of assault rifle ammo. We're going full John Rambo.
So, oh, baby carriage.
Broken pole. Oh, no. Wait, where am I? Now I'm confused.
At least you could see through the enemies, though, right? Like, think of, like, the old-timey games like this. Whenever an enemy approaches you like that, like, they typically just block the foreground, and you just don't know where the hell you are. So at least, like, this game was nice enough to make them, like, translucent.
Somewhat, yeah. Meanwhile, I've been playing the Silent Hill 2 HD because I kind of want to get all the trophies in that one, which is a horrible mistake.
Yep, sure is. Because you chose to
like,
play the HD version.
Yeah, the HD version is just horrible, but ooh, a spear. And bullets. Oh, right, a Redeemer.
Which we didn't use at all last time.
Yeah, let's do that this time.
Yeah.
To mix things up a little bit. But yeah, I've been playing that, and for quote-unquote just playing it to get the trophies, it's fine, I guess, but otherwise play the original PlayStation 2 version, or get a PC version and do the enhanced edition mod, which I did as well to check it out. Because that thing is amazing.
Just get the PS2 version.
Yeah.
It's so much better.
But yeah, if you want an actual HD version of Silent Hill 2, do the enhanced edition. It's like you need the game itself, of course, but it's like modded files that you just
don't buy the collection. Just do yourself a favor.
Yeah, unless you just want it for your collection. But
even then, don't.
Yeah, even then, don't. And I think it's even hard to find nowadays. So
it's pretty tough, yeah.
Alright, Flauros device, origin unknown. The device is first mentioned in the poetry of Shang Qian, an advisor to members of the early Han dynasty. In one of his tracts, Shang Qian jokes he trapped a demon inside his three-sided box. When Shang Qian died, in a terrible fire at the Imperial Palace in 115 before Christ, the device appeared lost. It was later rumored to be in possession of Lutheran monk M.G. Lewis, who in 1796 spoke of its ability to control and amplify thought. It was Lewis who linked it not to a demon, but to God himself, claiming it was a weapon left by angels as a force for good. So yeah, that's talking about... oh, here's the
Sure it was.
So that's talking about the thing that we just put together. Hey, here's a dock ending. This one doesn't have a dog ending. So sad.
It has a UFO ending, though.
It does have a UFO. Lots of old books. Okay. Let's enter the hole. But yeah, editing the audio with all these clicks has been quite a chore, I must say. I try to remove them as best as I can when I'm not speaking, but yeah, I just cannot do it, of course, when I'm speaking, so it's a little bit weird. But yeah, let's just, if I compare editing the audio for God's Basement, that was literally 5 minutes for the audio, and now I have to listen to the entire thing.
It's because my recordings are God tier.
Yeah, there's almost no pickup from like keyboards or mouses. You can hear it, but the game audio would overshadow it anyways.
There was game audio in God's Basement?
A few. Yeah.
It's a pretty quiet game.
Alright, final save point.
The Triforce.
Yeah.
We're gonna summon
Cool.
Zelda.
Looks like some kind of altar. It sure is. Alright, let's do this again.
Best cutscene.
She's really worked you over, hasn't she? I'm surprised to see you. We had assumed you'd just leave. Well, time to put her pawn to sleep. Good night.
She's here. We need to begin this now.
Don't worry, Dahlia. With him out of the way, she has no conduit for her power.
Mama? Mama? What is it?
Don't touch.
Ow, it's hot!
Leave it be. It is a cage for a demon. Contained, his power will focus yours. Release him, and we will all burn in the fires of hell.
The last time we did this fight, you literally just tanked the entire thing with the assault rifle.
Probably, yeah.
Reload.
Oops. Always pressing the wrong button. Let's just use this, it doesn't matter. Alright, that attack. I forgot about it. Whoops. What were you
was
aiming
that?
at? Yeah, I don't know what that was. That was a little weird. How did that hit me? Ow! Ow!
Well, you see when things hit you on the top of the head.
Yeah, you might get a little dizzy, I guess.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that this went a lot faster with the assault rifle.
I'm not sure, actually. There we go.
I don't believe it. Harry, it's a baby.
It's a girl. Go on. Hold her.
Cheryl. We'll call her Cheryl.
The good ending.
Half the soul is lost. The seed lies dormant.
The other half is not lost. We'll use a summoning spell. Hearing her pain, it is sure to come.
It will take time.
We can wait.
We can wait. Do you think the peeps that did Silent Hill took a cue from Hideo Kojima about, like, you know how like Metal Gear ends, there's always like that extra stuff at the end that kind of like prophesizes like the next game or like what's happening in the timeline?
Maybe the Western teams did for this one, because that usually doesn't really happen in the ones made by Team Silent. Like, usually it's just a dry and cut ending with no extras. So yeah, these people might have taken a thing from that, but or just because they wanted to show that it ties into the first game, I guess. I don't remember like how. Yeah, Downpour and what's the other one? Homecoming. I don't think they end with like how do you call these things? Stinger at the end or something like that.
Yeah, I don't think they do either.
Yeah, I think it's just for this one. So yeah, we're gonna talk a little here, but like I think we talked
we go over
most
the
of
endings?
it. Yeah, but that was in our afterthoughts thing, so
Okay, yeah.
I'm pretty sure we don't have to redo that. But I think I just said during this part that like, so yeah, this game basically had two stories, like the Alessa storyline, which is like the hospital, the theater, and this part that's part of Alessa's journey, and then the asylum, and the hotel were basically Travis's story.
Two big issues with the cutscenes. One, Travis is never dirty or bloody. And two, when he entered that final cutscene, he had a shotgun in his hand and not the AK-47.
Yeah, I noticed this as well. Yeah, which is kind of weird because, like, in the older games, I think you do have the gun that you are holding or the weapon you are holding. Maybe was that one a pre-rendered cutscene or was I don't remember.
That was pre-rendered, yeah.
Yeah, so that probably doesn't like change it up a lot. Yeah. Well, I don't know if I said it here. That like I still think this game is from the Western release is the best one for sure.
100%.
Is it the best out there? No, but I still think this is like a really enjoyable game at least.
This is definitely top 5 Silent Hill game though.
Yeah, well, yeah.
If you want to include all the spin-offs and everything, this is top 5.
Yeah.
This is, in my opinion, the best of the spin-offs.
Oh yeah, here's our summary we can go over again. Didn't kill a lot. Got a lot of items though. And I looked at the map so many times, it's crazy. So yeah, 4 hours, 23 minutes in game time. I think our recordings are like 7 hours in total.
Yeah, something like that.
Total flashlight use time, yeah, it was always on, so that makes sense. Only one game completion, yep. And then all the accolades that you can achieve. We got Savior, Collector, and Explorer. I don't know. Yeah, Collector, I got a lot of items, I guess. And Explorer, I went pretty much everywhere. Savior, I don't know what that is. I think that's just the one you get for the good ending, I assume.
Yeah, I think so too. We went over them. I don't know if it was like post game or not, but like I went over the accolades and whatnot.
Yeah.
Like if you kill like was like 300 enemies and you're in a playthrough, you get the quote unquote bad ending.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, these are like basically your achievements, if you want to call them that, and they're all super easy to get.
Yep.
Unlike the 10-star run that I have to do for Silent Hill 2 HD to get to the final trophy. Oh my god, I'm not looking forward to that.
That's what you get for playing Silent Hill HD.
Yeah, it's just weird. Like I have 3 HD, which is super easy to complete, but 2 is like so hard because of that 10-star run. And for people who don't know what a 10-star run is, it's like you get graded on 10 different things towards the end. First, you need to unlock all 4 normal endings, I believe. So you have to play through the game 4 times anyways. But it's best to get 5 and then use the dog ending because that's the shortest run to get like the final ending, I guess. So you get rated for that. You get rated for how long you play the game. So you have to do it under 3 hours, which is really easy. It's not that long of a game, to be honest. But like the hardest part is like you can only get hit for 5,000 damage points, which is basically 3 ampules worth of healing. You have to play on hard mode and on hard puzzle mode, but like hard puzzle mode, once you know it, it doesn't matter, of course. But the stupidest one is you also have to kill 75 enemies with firearms and 75 with melee as well. It's horrible, but I guess I need to become a speedrunner to do that. But yeah, that was Silent Hill Origins. Hope you enjoyed it. Sorry again for the clicking. I'll make sure for the next game that will disappear. And we'll do a weird cut here, I guess, and I'll paste in our afterthoughts, which we already recorded. I don't want to go over them again. But yeah, hope you you all enjoyed the game, and see you, well, next time. Which we probably always also say at the end of the wrap up anyway. So for people who don't want spoilers, stop the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and we will soon be back with another game. And for the other people, welcome to the aftermath of this game. We'll talk a little bit, like 10 to 15 minutes maybe, about this story, because it makes not much sense what's going on if you haven't played 1/3. Because this really is a game that is made as more as an homage to 1 and 3, I would say. And just to fill in some gaps. And a lot of people disregard this one because it does a bad job of filling those gaps, in their opinion. I don't think it's that bad. I think out of all the Western ones, this is absolutely the best one, and it doesn't ruin anything. But yeah, let's just talk about... There's two storylines here, right? Like, you have Travis's storyline and you have Alessa's storyline. And Alessa's storyline is not explained well enough to play this as a standalone game, sadly. But basically what happens is Alessa is being quote-unquote bred by a cult in Silent Hill to give birth to a quote-unquote god, in their opinion, that will bring in the new paradise, basically. But the only way to summon that god or to birth that god is by making Alessa suffer. And the way they want to do that is by basically burning her almost to death, but keeping her alive, but her wounds can never heal, yada yada yada. And because she's in infernal pain forever, they will be able to summon that god. I'm not sure if the god that I don't think it's the god that is being summoned. That one I don't get. I haven't read it either. Maybe it's just Travis's demon in the end, but I don't think it's Valtiel, which is I think the god that they want to resurrect or birth at least. But yeah, so Alessa figures it out the moment her mom sets fire to the house. Yes, that's what happened at the start. She set fire to the house. And she wants to basically split herself up so that she doesn't have the power to birth a god. And that's why she, like, you help her and she uses you as a vessel because she can't move anymore, of course, she's burnt. So she uses you to gather the pieces of the flowers so you can use that to trap part of her powers, and by doing that, splitting herself into a new baby and the body lying there. That's basically what's going on with Alessa. And so this is even hard to explain. So there was something I wanted to add, but I forgot. Oh yeah, like a lot of people say that Origins portrays Alessa as being evil in this one, and that kind of breaks the effect of 1 and 3 because she never is, but I don't feel like that. I don't know if you interpreted her as evil in this game, because I don't know, I don't think she does anything evil.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think maybe the way people could interpret Alessa as evil is by trying to get these keys to summon this demon or god or whatever. Then at the end, like, she's floating down these steps and basically, crushing the universe around you type deal.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, I don't think, like, she's definitely, in my opinion, not evil. like there is not much depiction to make her evil in this game.
Yeah.
You know, with the exception of like the mirror world, maybe, but like even then, like the mirror world is just like the demon world in which like chaos and tragedy happens. So
yeah, the mirror world isn't even part of Alessa's story at all. Like Alessa does have the powers to like trap you in some kind of other world, I guess that's what they want to call it, and that becomes clear in 1, for example. But yeah, I don't know, like I think they didn't explain it, quote unquote explain it well in this game, but I don't think she was portrayed as evil as at all in this game.
I more so think Alessa is just like the side attraction. It's like, how can we make a Silent Hill spin-off but still keep it in the Silent Hill franchise?
Yeah.
Like, that's how I honestly feel like that's why Alessa and Lisa were put into this game. It's simply just because like literally the entire focus is on Travis and Travis's, you know, shitty life that he had growing up, like in that year span of like his mom trying to kill him, his dad committing suicide, etc., etc. Like the entire focus was literally on Travis. Like even the flashbacks when you get into the theater and into the motel. But like Alessa was there just because like I felt like there needed to be that bridge between this game and Silent Hill, right? And then in Silent Hill, was it 3? I think it is. Lisa dies because she overdoses. So like there was like
in the first one,
first game,
right.
Yeah. So like, and there was foreshadowing of that in this game already. So
yeah, I think they did that well actually. Like putting it in there even if it wasn't needed. But yeah, it's nice to see like how the first ritual started. The house just burning down, because that was always like a quote-unquote mystery on how it happened. And then the part where I said, oh, we're in the antique shop. If you play 1, you eventually come across the antique shop and you see that they were using a back room of the antique shop too. What we saw, they were trying to complete a ritual to birth it, but Travis's meddling, I guess, stopped it. And that's why they had to wait until the story of Silent Hill 1 before they could do it again, because the little audio clips you hear, again, that is totally fan service. If you haven't played 1, you don't it doesn't say anything really, but the 2 people find the baby on the side of the road, the one that came out of Alessa, which is basically her half of her soul being born again, and they name it Cheryl, and that's how Silent Hill 1 starts, with Cheryl being dragged back to Silent Hill because of a spell. Blah blah blah. But just play Silent Hill 1 because it's still a really great game. But that's just how it ties in, and I think they did it well. I don't think they ruined Alessa's image at all. But a lot of people think Alessa is bad when they play Silent Hill the first time as well. So. I mean, it's all interpretation, and there's no true answer to anything.
Well, I also think too, like there's a lot of just like misconception when it comes to like horror games as well too, right? Like this is a pretty early, quote unquote, early horror game, right? This game came out in what, 2007, something like that.
Maybe, yeah.
And every horror game that we've ever played, before this to this, if there was a little girl involved, the little girl was evil. Remember Fear 1 for the PC? Like, the main enemy of the game was a little girl. You know, and the little girl remained the villain throughout the rest of the franchise. You know, she grew, obviously, but she remained the villain for the rest of the franchise. Like, the movies coming out, like The Ring, like, the little girl coming out of the TV, like, she killed people, you know? It was just, like, I think that was just, like, the nature of this. So, like, when Silent Hill Origins came out, or just Silent Hill in general came out, and they portrayed this little girl in, like, a demonic setting or, like, a horror setting, everyone was just like, well, that's the bad guy, because every horror movie I've ever watched, the little girl is always the bad guy. When in reality, like, she's not bad at all. She's just tormented, abused, and needs saving. You know, so
yeah, she's literally trying to stop the world from coming to an end, but it's done in a way to confuse you, of course, to keep you guessing throughout the entire game, and then it becomes clear. And this one doesn't make it really clear in the end.
No.
But that's why we're doing this part for people who might be a little bit confused.
Well, it kind of does. It kind of does if you understand the ending. So, like, when you play through the game, like, reading the notes and, like, understanding the flashbacks is a huge thing with this game, especially when it correlates to the ending. Because if you notice the ending, you know, Travis saw Alessa holding a bundle in the mirror, right? She was holding a kid, a newborn, or whatever it was. And then when Travis hit reset on his meter, that went from 366 to 0. Basically, what that is that he's resetting it. So when he drives through Silent Hill, he's leaving everything behind. Because from the year 1960 to 61, which is when he was in Silent Hill, was a year of travesty for him because his mom tried to kill him, his dad, killed himself, etc., etc. So hitting reset on that meter is just, saying, "Hey, I'm resetting it. We're putting this behind us. We're moving on." And then also, Alessa becomes a physical being on the side of a road. Like, she's no longer a ghost in the mirror.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a really nice thing you don't really pick up the first time, but like his kilometer meter or miles meter is stuck at 365. Like, it doesn't move because he's trapped in that year that all these things happen to him. Like, Travis's story in this game is a lot more clear than what's going on with Alessa, for sure. Like, his mom got a little crazy for whatever reason. Some people theorize it's because there was a connection already between what was gonna happen in the future and whatnot, and that they were, like, manipulating his mom into thinking that there were demons in the mirror. Like, she never actually experienced the mirror world. She was just going crazy.
Right.
So yeah, it's really obvious from the start. Like, from the moment you go into the asylum, basically, it's like, oh yeah, it's your mom. You can basically figure it out that it's your mom. And then the thing at the hotel, same thing. Like, your dad couldn't handle it anymore. Couldn't handle taking care of you anymore, so he killed himself and yada yada yada. You repressed it for so many years, and now that you have come back and that Alessa has kind of dragged you into helping her, all of these things are basically coming back to you. That's like the underlying story. The butcher that we saw is basically a representation of Travis's anger towards his parents, towards caretakers, towards whoever. And the moment you, like, kill him during that boss fight, like, he accepts that that's not who he wants to be. He wants to be a savior, not a killer. Like, that's a little bit more on point, and that ties more into these Western games where they're a little bit more slap in your face with the meanings. But I still think this one does it really good. Compared to, like, Downpour, which is... oh boy. I don't know who wrote that one, and I'm sorry, but it just wasn't good. Like, the underlying thing was fine, but it wasn't good. What a lot of these Western writers think is that Silent Hill is a representation of your demons, but that's not really what it is. It's more of a way to cope with things you don't know how to cope with. So basically, Silent Hill is being the psychiatrist. Not a good one, because it's trying to kill you, but it's basically showing you how to overcome your fears if you can handle it, basically.
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger, especially in Silent
something
Hill.
like that. Yeah. No. The earlier games did that better. Way better. Japanese people are way more subtle when it comes to these things. Western writers, I guess, not so much, except for a few exceptions to the rule. But that's also based on audience as well. Like, a lot of Western people in Europe, not so much, but more America and the UK, they like explanations for things. And
True.
So that it makes sense. You always have to consider which audience it's made for. But yeah, that's pretty much what this game is about. So you can see that in the monsters, like that two human-like thing that's like
the human centipede, or aka the two-back, wherever the hell it's called.
Yeah, that's like your parents, like, tied together, like one having to drag the other one with them, or having a burden with them. I don't know what the rest of the monsters are anymore, actually, but...
Well, the two-back is an interesting one, too, because it's kind of like a throwback to Silent Hill 2. Because if you remember, if you remember James in Silent Hill 2, you know, like, he has this, like, recessed, like, sexual anxiety, and Travis much also has the same thing in this game. So, like, there's definitely a connection with Silent Hill 2 as well with this. In terms of, like, the two-back is definitely Travis's parents tied together and having intercourse, but it's anxiety or a monster, a demon, however you want to interpret it in that manner. So it's actually kind of an interesting just enemy in general. There's a lot of just interesting enemies and like the actual meaning behind them as well too. So
yeah, I would definitely recommend looking it up. It's always fun to read the analysis, and I think the last good one is for this one, for Silent Hill Origins. Like, the rest of the games don't really get analyzed much because there isn't much to analyze, but there is a really, really great analysis on Game Facts about 1, 2, 3, 4, and Origins. I think it's all of them, and it's also a person who later got to write the guides for the upcoming game, so he definitely knows what he's talking about. But it's a really long read, so I mean, it's definitely like 100 pages or something. So, but it's definitely
it is good. But yeah, like we mentioned 100 times already, like this very much explained Travis's story and not Alessa's story. That's why I said, I was like, I feel like they were trying to make a spin-off for Silent Hill, but needed to find that bridge to keep it in the Silent Hill franchise, or just like keep people like excited for a Silent Hill game on the PSP. And I think like having Alessa tie-in and the Lisa tie-in was like their way of making it, hey, like, new Silent Hill coming to PSP in 2007. You know, so I think that was a big thing. But Travis's story was actually quite good for it being a, you know, separate Silent Hill game.
Yeah, and it's also like I finished the game in 4.5 hours in game time apparently now. That's like half the runtime of like a console game, of course. So yes, it is very compact. They don't give a lot of leeway to just interpret things.
Super
makes
linear.
sense. Yeah. But yeah, there's of course a second ending which you get when you kill 200 enemies throughout the game.
Yep.
In which they basically show Travis, again, spoilers if you want to see it for yourself first, do so. But otherwise, they just show that Travis was like basically in the same asylum your mom was, strapped to a gurney, being pulled away, and you hear like audio recordings or something about killings, and we picked up a few notes here and there where they said like there's this killer that's going around called the Butcher. Again, we've seen the Butcher, but the second ending wants to like say, yeah, like actually Travis is a serial killer. He was the Butcher all along. He killed so many people even before coming back to Silent Hill, yada yada yada. And you get like the costume and you get his weapon after that playthrough as well. But I like when I read the analysis, I can agree with the second theory that is just it's not true. That's like not totally not what this game is about at all. I think that's a little bit on the nose, but
yeah, there is also a secret ending as well.
There is a UFO ending in good Silent Hill fashion. That's just, I don't even remember what happens, but probably get taken away by a UFO.
You uncover some conspiracy, and you get the Tesla rifle, which has unlimited ammo, by the way.
Yeah. It's fun to do. It's always fun to do. But yeah, that's just bonus things. That's of course not canon. But yeah, if I have to choose, and well, not even choose, like I think the ending we got was just the ending that made the most sense. So.
Yep.
Because otherwise the entire Alessa thing was just random.
Yeah, like just thrown in to be thrown in at that point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because then it would just be about Travis just more go around murdering the entire town of Silent Hill at that point.
Look, I understand that he's angry about what happened, and
I get it. He's scarred, but
yeah, but that's too on the nose. Like, I'm sure they just put that in for fun. So you unlock like the costume and the butcher knife, and you're like, ooh, now I can play as the butcher. That's literally all.
I mean, it is a cool idea, but yeah, definitely not.
Yeah,
definitely not there.
Yeah. So yeah, that was Silent Hill Origins. Hope everybody enjoyed this. Hope I can edit this or have been editing this properly. The one thing I'm very scared about, this controller is loud. Like,
I didn't hear the controller at all.
You didn't hear it. That's maybe good, because like I have this Xbox controller for when I'm playing something on PC, and it's a good controller. I can't complain because I don't own an Xbox. There's nothing good for me on there, so why would I? But this thing is loud. Like I just pressing a button is so loud. So I hope my mic doesn't pick that up, but I think it did a lot. And when I'm talking, I would not know how to filter that out. So, but we'll see. Maybe you people haven't heard it at all. Hopefully. Otherwise, I'm very sorry, and I'll try to find a better solution next time.
I can tell you now, I didn't hear it on my end. So.
Okay. Yeah, that's maybe good. Because yeah, sadly, Audacity is a good thing to record audio in. But you can't put any filters on this, so...
there's no noise gate or anything,
yeah, so it's not like we're recording this in OBS or something, where I actually can do that. But yeah, that was my pick. I don't know if you actually already figured out what to play, or if you even want to reveal it or not.
I have two ideas I'm swirling around right now, and I don't know which one I want to do yet. It's either going to be Yamawari on the Switch. I don't know which Yamawari yet, because there are two of them. I might try and see like which one comes first in the story, and do that one. It's kind of a cute anime horror game, but it's deep. All right. And the other one is actually Layers of Fear with the DLC.
All right. Okay.
Which that one might be interesting. That one has like 400 endings to it.
Yeah. Okay. And something to look forward to then.
We could do Dedius sometime too.
We could do that, yeah, for sure.
another Dedius recording on YouTube between you and I. Alright, well yeah, that was Silent Hill Origins. Hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a comment down the bottom there. Hit the little ringer bell thing for notifications. Subscribe. Oh, it's to my channel. Subscribe to my channel.
yeah, it's your channel.
I need more subscriptions. I don't know why, but I need them. So just give me them. I post content once in a while. Go follow Mo and subscribe to his channel too. Just Moella, Moelleuh.
Yeah.
And go sub to him. Go ring his bell too while you're at it. He posts to YouTube more than I do.
True, yeah.
Alright, well yeah. Catch y'all later.
Yeah, later, man.